Now we are going to talk about heterocyclic compounds. We know that in organic chemistry we have got acyclic molecules and cyclic molecules. Cyclic molecules are again different types. Cyclic molecules in which the ring is made up of only carbons are called as homonuclear cyclic compounds. If any other atom other than carbon is part of the rings, then it is called an heterocyclic compounds. In heterocyclic compounds, we have got normally either a nitrogen atom, sulfur atom or oxygen atom as a member of the ring. Generally, heterocyclic compounds could be two types. Containing only carbon, they are called as carbocycle compounds. If there is a nitrogen atom, it is called heterocycle. So, the heterocycle X could be or Y could be oxygen, nitrogen or sulfur. So, we will be focusing on organic compounds which have in addition to carbon either an oxygen atom, a nitrogen atom or a sulfur atom. Such molecules are called as heterocyclic compounds. We know that heterocyclic compounds can be either 3-membered, 4-membered, 5-membered, 6-membered, etc. So, there are different classes of heterocyclic molecules. Normally, 5-membered ring systems and 6-membered ring systems are commonly found in as stable molecules in nature. So, we will be focusing on organic compounds which have got either a 5-membered ring or a 6-membered ring. In addition to this, there are certain fused ring systems, that is more than one rings fused together, which also includes a hetero atom like nitrogen, sulfur or oxygen. The most important thing about such heterocyclic molecules is they form part of a large number of biomolecules. Many biomolecules have heterocyclic ring systems, nucleic acids, purines, pyrimidines, etc. Even chlorophyll. There are large number of organic compounds, anthocyanins, flavonoids, large number of organic compounds which contain heterocyclic ring systems. So, the study of heterocyclic ring system is therefore very important. Now, I am going to focus upon the heterocyclic compounds. Before I start further, let us get introduced to the nomenclature of organic compounds which contain either an oxygen, nitrogen or sulfur. There are certain trivial names which are very popular, which are commonly used in the study of organic molecules which are heterocyclic in nature. But there is a standard IUPAC system of nomenclature. I will discuss it here as the organic naming of heterocyclic molecules. We will be focusing both on the trivial name as well as the IUPAC. Okay. Normally, whenever there is an oxygen atom in a ring, we use the letters oxa, and if it is a sulfur atom, thia, and if it is a nitrogen atom, aza. So, in the given compound, it is a 4-membered ring containing sulfur. So, it is called thiacyclobutane. In the second example, there is an oxygen and a nitrogen, and the total atoms in the ring including oxygen and nitrogen is 5. So, it is called as, should be called as oxa and aza, and because it is a 5 atom system, it will be called pentane. Because it is cyclic, cyclopentane. Now, when you have to assign priority numbers, the priority is in the following order: highest priority for oxygen, followed by sulfur, followed by nitrogen. So, in this second example, the priority goes for oxygen and then for nitrogen. So, accordingly, it will be 1 oxa, 3 aza, cyclopentane. This is how we name an heterocyclic ring system. Similarly, if the number of members in the ring is 3, it is called irene. If it is 4, et, 8. If it is 5, ol. Now pyrrole, because of 5 member system, it's called ol, pyrrole. So 5 should be called ol, 6 should be called ine, 7 should be called epine. Similarly, if it is a saturated thing, it will be called iridine, etidine, olidine, etc. If the ring is without nitrogen or with nitrogen, if it is with nitrogen, it should be called irene. Similarly, when we combine these two things, we can talk about the next set. Here, oxirane. It's a 3-membered oxygen-contained system. It's in IUPAC it should be called oxacyclopropane. Old name is oxirane. Other common name is ethylene oxide. Sulfur containing system therefore should be called thiacyclopropane. Nitrogen containing system therefore should be called azacyclopropane. Similarly, if there are 2 nitrogens, it should be called diazirane, 1-azirane. If there is oxygen and nitrogen, just like we said earlier, priority goes for oxygen, so it should be 1-oxa, 2-azacyclopropane. Now we move to the standard examples that we may have to study commonly. A 5-membered ring containing oxygen, if it's unsaturated, conjugated, double, single, double, it's called furan. Its other name is oxole. Both are, furan is a common name, oxole is the trivial name. In IUPAC, it will be called oxacyclopentane diene, pentadiene. Similarly, a sulfur containing compound should be called thiacyclopentadiene, and because it has a very common name, thiophene, the other common trivial name is thiol. Similarly, nitrogen containing compound, pyrrole is the common name, it should be called azacyclopentadiene. Next example, there are 2 oxygens in the ring, 5-membered ring, so it should be called 1,3-dioxacyclopentane. Similarly, whenever saturated rings are obtained, depending upon, now for example, furan has 2 pi bonds. When both the pi bonds are reduced, hydrogenated, 4 atoms of hydrogen or 2 moles of hydrogen is used, so it's called tetrahydrofuran. If only 1 pi bond is reduced, it will be called dihydrofuran. Fully saturated nitrogen contained compound ring system should be, in the old name it is pyrrolidine. IUPAC is called azacyclopentane. Similarly, in the case of 5-membered heterocyclic compounds, the numbering always lowest number should go for the heteroatom, and accordingly it should be going in one direction. So, we have mentioned isoelectronic carbocyclic compounds, that is cyclopentadiene anion has 6 pi electron system. So, this is analogous or isoelectronic with pyrrole, that also has 6 delocalized electron system. Similarly, furan, thiophene. So, these are isoelectronic with cyclopentadiene, which is shown on the side, diene anion. Similarly, if there are 2 nitrogen system is called imidazole. 1 nitrogen and an oxygen is called oxazole. Nitrogen sulfur, thiazole. 2 nitrogens and 1 and 2, pyrazole. Oxygen nitrogen 1 and 2, isooxazole. Nitrogen sulfur at 1 and 2, isothiazole. Similarly, a 6-membered heterocyclic compound is isoelectronic with benzene. So, the heterocyclic systems are pyridine, 6-membered nitrogen contained ring system, 2 nitrogen pyridazine, nitrogen at 1 and 3, pyrimidine, 1 and 4, pyrazine. So, 1 and 2 pyridazine, 1 and 3 pyrimidine, and 1 and 4 pyrazine. A naphthalene isoelectronic system is quinoline. Quinoline, where the nitrogen is at alpha or 1 position, it is quinoline. If the nitrogen has 2 position, it is called isoquinoline. Now, we can also talk about the different synthetic methods for preparation of the heterocyclic molecules. So, these are the different synthetic approaches for the synthesis of heterocyclic molecules. Synthesis of heterocyclic compounds. The most interesting, most common, most important method of synthesis for heterocyclic molecules is the Pahl-Knorr synthesis. The Pahl-Knorr synthesis is a very interesting method which is used for the synthesis of furan, pyrrole and thiophene. Depending upon the type of substituents you want, we can make accordingly, we can take accordingly the starting raw material. It is a reaction of a diketone, and the diketone undergoes cyclization. This reaction of 1,4-diketones in the presence of a mild acid leads to cyclization, resulting in the formation of the product. Now, we will be talking about these molecules, their chemical characteristics and type of reactions that they show, structural speciality, etc. This is pyrrole, nitrogen 5-membered ring, furan, oxygen containing 5-membered ring system, thiophene, sulfur containing 5-membered ring system. Now, we have already understood what aromaticity is. Aromatic compounds are such compounds which are cyclic in nature, which are planar and have 6 pi electrons. When we examine these molecules, all these molecules are found to be aromatic. So, how are they becoming aromatic? This molecule has 2 pi bonds, 4 pi electrons, and if it has to become aromatic, it must have a sextet, that's 6 pi electrons delocalized over the entire ring system homogeneously, uniformly. And that delocalization leads to aromatic character. Here we have got 2 pi bonds, it requires 2 more electrons. Nitrogen donates its electron to the ring. Now it has got 6 pi electrons, and it is these 6 pi electrons which are getting delocalized. In the case of furan, oxygen gives its 2 lone pair electrons to make the aromatic sextet. Here sulfur donates its lone pair to form the aromatic sextet. So, here these molecules become aromatic by the donation of this lone pair of electron that each of these atoms have, and therefore they become aromatic. Now, what is the evidence for this, and what is the necessity for such a donation? Number one, aromatic molecules are highly stable than pi bonded molecules. Therefore, to attain stability, these molecules naturally tend to somehow arrange the 6 requirement for the 6 pi electron system or 6 delocalized ring system, and this nitrogen donates its electrons. Now it has got 6 pi electrons. I can make it more clear by drawing the resonating structures. Okay. We can now discuss how nitrogen donates its lone pair electron to form the aromatic sextet. This forms a new pi bond here. This will therefore shift we get a resonating structure where the nitrogen now becomes plus, this becomes negative, here you have pi bond. This now gets delocalized, this in turn shifts, you get the other resonating structure. Now this has become negative, this is already there, nitrogen has a positive charge. This now goes here, this will shift, you get the other resonating structure. You have the new pi bond here, you have pi bond here, this has now become negative, nitrogen has now become plus. This will shift here, this will shift here, you get the next resonating structure. So, nitrogen's lone pair electron now forms a pi bond, and that pi electron undergoes delocalization, resulting in the formation of 5 different resonating structures. So, this leads to what? Delocalization, and a homogeneous spread of electrons is there on the 5 atoms now. This leads to aromatic characteristic, this leads to stability in the molecule. Now, this molecule has now become stable. So, that is the reason why nitrogen donates its electrons. Similarly, you can try for the case in the case of oxygen and also in the case of sulfur, there those atoms will be releasing its lone pair electron, resulting in the formation of different delocalized structures. So, this is the most interesting thing about the aromatic characteristic of these heterocyclic atoms, and the requirement to fulfill the aromatic sextet is by the atom like nitrogen, oxygen or sulfur. Now, let us make a small comparison between benzene and one of these heterocyclic compounds that we said. Let us take pyrrole. Both benzene as well as pyrrole, both are aromatic. Both have got 6 delocalized electrons. Now, benzene also has 6 delocalized electrons, pyrrole also has 6 delocalized electrons. But there is a very interesting difference. Here 6 electrons are spread over 6 atoms. Here 6 electrons are spread over only 5 atoms. So, the electron density on each atom is higher in the case of pyrrole than in the case of benzene. What does that mean? It means that all aromatic compounds show electrophilic substitution reactions. Here, the electron density of the atoms is higher than that in the case of benzene. Therefore, pyrrole will show electrophilic substitution reaction faster than benzene. So, that is a very interesting finding, because 6 electrons are spread over only 5 atoms, and therefore, it will attract an electrophile faster, stronger than that in the case of benzene. Therefore, when we study the reactions of pyrrole, furan or thiophene, the reactivity is more in the case of these molecules than that in the case of benzene. So, the very interesting thing that we must understand, that electrophilic substitution reactions are shown faster by these molecules than benzene. Another thing, let us make a comparison between furan, thiophene and pyrrole. We know that the electronegativity of the atoms is different. oxygen is more electronegative than nitrogen, than sulfur. So, in the case of an oxygen containing heterocyclic molecule like furan, the dipole moment or the electron withdrawal is more towards the oxygen. So, there is a slight less uniform spreading because oxygen is more electronegative, and nitrogen, there is a slight pull towards nitrogen atom, but lesser than that in the case of furan. When you take thiophene, that is almost uniformly spread. So, among them we can say that thiophene has a uniform spread of the delocalized pi electrons than in the case of oxygen. So, when you map the electron density, mapping is done, it can be found that the electron density is more towards the oxygen atom among these oxygen containing compound, nitrogen containing compound and sulfur containing compound. Now, we had said that the oxygen atom being more electronegative, there is a pull towards the oxygen atom. The electron density is pulled more towards the oxygen atom, and therefore, when you compare the stabilities, we can easily say that in the case of sulfur, the homogeneous spread of the delocalized pi electrons, aromatic sextet electrons, is more uniform, and therefore it must be stable. This can be found out to be correct by the resonance energies of these molecules. You can see that among the three, thiophene has 26 kilocalorie per mole, and therefore it is the most stable among these three, because this again explains the oxygen's electronegativity. There is a less uniform delocalized pi electron system or aromatic sextet system. Just like all other aromatic compounds, these molecules also exhibit electrophilic substitution reactions, generally shown by aromatic compounds. And this is another evidence that there is an aromatic sextet or delocalized electron system in the molecule. Now, when we talk about the reactivity, we have already said that these furan, thiophene and pyrrole are more reactive than benzene, because the spread of pi electrons is more here. There are only 5 atoms in the ring. Again, when we check the electrophilic substitution reaction, there are certain interesting revelation. Number one, where will the reaction take place? Because there are 4 different carbon atoms, and each of this, where can the reaction take place? On analysis, it is found that these molecules generally show reactions more at position 2 and 5. So, reaction is commonly found to take place more at position 2 and 5. This can be explained by the resonance structures when the reaction takes place at 2. Now, this is the first structure where the attack is at position 2. Now, you have a positive charge there. What will happen? Delocalization takes place. We get a resonating structure. Now, what will happen? Nitrogen releases its electron. You get the next resonating structure. Now what will happen? Hydrogen gives its electron, resulting in the formation of the product. Resulting in the formation of the product. So, here when the attack is at position 2, you get 1, 2, 3 resonating structures. Whereas, when the reaction takes place at 3, there is a small difference. We can just write the resonating structures when the attack is at position 3. So, you get this, and now the H is lost, the H is lost and we get the product. So, when the attack takes place at position 2, the number of resonating structure is more than when the attack takes place at 3, where the number of resonating structure is less. So, the main product is always at position 2. So, whenever an electrophilic substitution reaction takes place in pyrrole, furan or thiophene, the main product is always at position either at position 3, 2 or at position 5, and less at position 3 or less 4. Okay. When we check the electrophilic substitution reaction, there are certain interesting revelations. Number 1, where will the reaction take place? Because there are 4 different carbon atoms, and each of this, where can the reaction take place? On analysis, it is found that these molecules generally show reactions more at position 2 and 5. So, reaction is commonly found to take place more at position 2 and 5. This can be explained by the resonance structures when the reaction takes place at 2. Now, this is the first structure where the attack is at position 2. You have a positive charge there. What will happen? Delocalization takes place. We get a resonating structure. Now, what will happen? Nitrogen releases its electron. You get the next resonating structure. Hydrogen gives its electron, resulting in the formation of the product. So, here when the attack is at position 2, you get 1, 2, 3 resonating structures. Whereas, when the reaction takes place at 3, there is a small difference. We can just write the resonating structures when the attack is at position 3. So, you get this, and now the H is lost, the H is lost and we get the product. So, when the attack takes place at position 2, the number of resonating structure is more than when the attack takes place at 3, where the number of resonating structure is less. So, the main product is always at position 2. So, whenever an electrophilic substitution reaction takes place in pyrrole, furan or thiophene, the main product is always at position either at position 3, 2 or at position 5, and less at position 3 or less